I'm going to show you how to make a classic Victoria sponge, and it's a great recipe to know the basics for because it forms the background to many different types of cakes. So I'm going to start first with some softened butter and some caster sugar. And what we're going to do is we're going to beat it with the electric beaters until it's really light and creamy. It's best to start on a slow speed first while you break the butter up, otherwise it can fly all over the kitchen. Now speed up your whisks. Keep moving the whisks around as you beat so you get all of the bowl incorporated. Let's go again. Now my butter and sugar mix is really nice and creamy and pale, so it's time to start adding the eggs. So first I'm just going to break them up with a fork and give them a quick beat. Okay, I'm going to add the eggs to the bowl in small additions, and that's going to stop the mixture from splitting. Now what you want to keep doing is adding the egg bit by bit until you have a really creamy light cake mixture that looks like this. Now it takes quite a long time, so I'm going to show you the next stage. What I'm going to do now is fold in the flour. So we're going to add it in one go, and this has been sifted. It's not strictly necessary, but you can sift it if you like. I'm going to fold this in with a large metal spoon. So using a sort of figure of 8 pattern, I'm going to cut the flour into the cake batter. And you cut and swirl the spoon, folding under and over itself. And the reason you do this is so that you don't knock all the air out that you've just whisked in with your beaters. So that's all incorporated now. It's just the right texture. I'm really happy. I want it to be soft dropping consistency, which in layman's terms means it'll fall off the spoon easily, like so. And if your cake batter isn't quite that soft, a great thing to do is add a tablespoon of milk, stir it in, and it should be the right texture. So now we're going to put it into our tins. I've got 2 sandwich tins which have been buttered and lined on the base. The next step is to split the mixture between the tins. You can just do it by eye, you haven't got to be too exact. There we go. I'm going to take another clean spoon. I'm going to push the mixture around the tin to fill the bottom. And you haven't got to be too pernickety about how you spread the cake mixture out, as it will find its own level once it's in the oven. But just make sure you get it to the edges. So I'll do the same with the second one, pushing it out in nice even strokes. Right, I'm happy with those. So I've got my 2 sandwich tins ready to go into the oven now. I've got a cake in there already. I'm going to pull that out and show you what to look for to check that your cake is ready. Out comes a cooked cake. There we go. So first off, I know this is cooked because it's a beautiful golden brown colour all over. So you're looking for an even goldish colour, not too dark, not too pale. And the cake is springy to the touch, so use your fingers and check if it's cooked. It should be springy and light and risen, and it's also come away from the side slightly, so that's ready. Now, this cake has cooled a bit longer. What I'm going to do is take it out of its tin. I'm going to lift it away from the base and leave it on the rack to cool completely. And then once that's cooled, you can fill the cake with jam or cream, whatever you fancy, and make a fantastic Victoria sponge like we have here. So that's how to make the perfect Victoria sponge.